Hey guys, nWo here, and it is Friday night, and after a long week of teaching, I thought it would be fun to unwind by doing a video game review for the video game review section of the YouTube channel. This weekend is Impact Wrestling's Bound for Glory, and I've been listening to a lot of 83 Weeks with Eric Bischoff, so I thought it would be fun to revisit one of my favorite wrestling games, and maybe my favorite video game for the Nintendo 64, and that, my friends, is WCW versus the nWo World Tour. This is the second in the line of Aki and Osmic wrestling games, and this is a game that has an amazing soundtrack, a great roster of wrestlers, and very smooth, engaging gameplay. This is the sequel to WCW versus the World, which was my first video game on the Sony PlayStation. So without further ado, let's actually get down to playing some WCW nWo Revenge for the Nintendo 64. Let's just adjust our camera like so, and this is the opening to this game here. We see the Giant, the fifth member of the nWo, who was betrayed by the nWo once he wanted a title shot against Hulk Hogan, and WCW's Dark Savior Sting, basically competing against the villainous nWo, the rival company that challenged the the WCW, and was like a superior version to the WWF, if we're being honest here. For the sake of this review, let's do an exhibition match, and we'll be nWo Sting, and we will, actually, you know what, I want to be nWo Sting in his nWo shirt, and we will fight against Surfer Sting, and you can go to different arenas here. Let's go to the nWo arena, because I think nWo Sold Out is highly underrated. And we'll have the nWo Sting fight the actual Sting. Now, I always thought the nWo Sting idea was fantastic, because the nWo was supposed to be a superior version. It wasn't supposed to be. It was a superior version to the WWF with a better roster. And at the time, the WWF was just doing fake versions of wrestlers that they wanted but couldn't have. So they had lost Diesel and Razor Ramon, and so they basically made a fake Diesel and a fake Razor Ramon. And so the nWo, being like the WWF, basically made a fake Sting because they themselves could not get Sting to join them. So I thought it was really clever. Well-written story. A lot of people will complain that the nWo had too many members. I highly disagree with that, because the nWo was supposed to be its own wrestling company. It wasn't just supposed to be some faction, and a wrestling company has a lot of members to it. So the whole idea is like, oh, the nWo got watered down, it only should have had 5 members. No, then it would not have been a wrestling company, and that would not have served the purpose of a wrestling company invading another wrestling company. You would have just had 5 random dudes trying to attack attack WCW. That wouldn't have made any sense. So, nWo Sting. If you watch some of his Japanese matches, they're quite good. You can find, I believe, right now a match with him and Six, fighting in Japan, nWo Sting and Six, and they're fighting in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I can't remember what the Japanese team they're fighting against is. I'm sorry, it's pretty late, and I've had a long day. So, this is a 20 count, because this is going by Japanese rules here, so I don't have to worry about getting counted out just yet. But I should pick him up and try to execute my special move here. 14. 15. And now I need to get back in the ring right here. Go, 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 go. Maybe he's knocked out. Nah, he's going to get back up. So I should talk a little bit about the gameplay here. So we have a grapple system, and you hit the grapple button, and you will hold the grapple button down for a different amount of time, depending on what you want to do. The longer you hold it down, the more severe your move is. And if you hit different directions and different buttons, you'll do different moves for the wrestler. Then once you get your wrestler down, you can hold the grapple button again, get them in a submission, and win the match, like I just did right here. Oh, you know who we should have fought? We should have fought Sting, darn it, because Sting always fought the NWO by himself. He would just drop from the ceiling and just beat the crap out of the entire NWO. It was amazing. If you didn't watch WCW Nitro in the 90s, you missed something really special. And I mean all the way through. I really enjoyed WCW, even when WCW was not putting out the best product. I still preferred them to the WWF, and was really saddened when Vince McMahon showed up and took over Nitro, and that was just kind of the end of it. X-Booma! So these Japanese video games always do a great job of highlighting Hulk Hogan's X-Bomber clothesline here, because that was his Japanese finish move, so. Oh, that wasn't wise. Just made him run into my partner. So if we hit the analog button, I can pose to the crowd and ramp up my spirit meter, which will then allow me to do my super move here. So he just body slammed the Giant, just like he body slammed Andre the Giant at WrestleMania 3. No, kick out, kick out. WCW versus the World really does have better music than this game, but this game's music is still quite good. Especially the character select music, it's just amazing. You want to hear some really great music in a wrestling game, the credits to WCW versus the World are really, really good. I would YouTube that. Let's do the X-Bomber again here. And if we, I think, hit up C, we can tag in. We'll tag in Scott Hall here. So you'll notice that the Giant is hurt, so he's holding his ribs. At the time, when this game came out, that little attention to detail really stood out. Now, if we get outside the ring here and start brawling, I can go into the crowd and grab weapons. Oh, nice, Hulk. You just clotheslined me. Hey, stop. What are you doing? Damn it, Hulk. Hey, yo. Alright, let's see if we can get him in the edge here and finish this off here. Of course, I'm doing this move from behind, so that's not going to actually be good. Alright, come on, Razor. Hurry up. This should do it. Hey, what am I what's going on here? I'm hitting my super move here. I wonder if I'm doing something wrong here. It's supposed to be... Come on. I wonder why that didn't work. I was holding the analog in grapple. I don't know what went off there, what was not working, but whatever. Let's tag Hulk back in here. Hulk will finish this off. Yeah, he's already knocked out. All right. Okay. So the NWO wins. I was always disappointed that the NWO never got their own TV show. I thought that would have made a lot more sense. Let the NWO have their own TV show, let WCW have their own TV show, and then take it from there. Instead, the NWO storyline just kind of trailed off and made no sense. And then that's one of the things that always kind of bothered me about WCW is that they had the best wrestlers, they had the best storylines, but there would just be times when just stuff that didn't make sense would happen, so there being no payoff to the NWO, and then things like when they got to that whole Millionaires Club versus New Blood storyline, it abruptly ending with no explanation, or the Ultimate Warrior just coming in and then randomly disappearing, so stuff like that. That was my problem with WCW. The Dungeon of Doom, I'll watch that all night and all day. In fact, I might be doing that. I might be up till 4 o'clock in the morning watching Dungeon of Doom videos. Anyway, until next time, guys, my name is Noel, and I highly, highly recommend you play the masterpiece that is WCW vs. nWo Revenge on the Nintendo 64. Bye-bye.